What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hey y'all, what's
Thank
going on?
thank you everybody for waiting. We had a little something something going on. A little something something going on. Um so what we're gonna do today, we are going to look at Vari Harris, Naziyah Harris' brother, interview that he did with D Girl Productions. I'm not looking at the screen, y'all. So hold on, let me get back over here with y'all.
How everybody doing? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all drop us some comments. Happy Wednesday.
All right, so I do apologize, but Mickey is not here. But you are definitely welcome to watch. Do you have anything to say, Kimbella, on the late information as of late?
Yes, y'all. So y'all already know we've been talking about Naziyah Harris straight out of Detroit. The little girl who went missing. It's a big thing. Y'all know the trial is starting next month. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channels, all three, and hit the like button. Put y'all bell notifications on because we are going to be covering the trial. So apparently her older brother, has finally did an interview and spoke out on his perspective about the whole situation. And we started to watch it, and we wanted to come here and watch it with y'all because it was just getting crazy. I couldn't believe the things he was saying, who he was blaming. Y'all not gonna believe it either. We just gotta get into it. Um it's just been a lot of he say, she say, a lot of fake people. I don't know if they real or not. Apparently, we got Jarvis' brother speaking out. It's only an audio. If y'all haven't seen that, y'all could go to either Miss Me page or my page. We definitely ran that content with the alleged brother. But tonight we are going to watch Naziyah brother and what he got to say. And shout out to AD Production. We are reacting to her video. Shout out to Miss Me for getting this all together so that we can come to our Kimbays and Kimboos and the BS blockers because it's getting hot.
It's right. It's getting way too hot. And again, I definitely appreciate D Girl Productions for getting that video, because of course to hear what he had to say is like a hot topic.
Yeah.
So and as Kimbella said, like, this is, I don't know. This case got me at a chokehold, y'all. I be up all hours of the night researching all type of stuff. And I don't know if you all heard, but now Jarvis is trying to blame Shannon, and it's just a mess. It is really and truly just a mess. But we're gonna get into it. Gonna take up too much of your time. Probably gotta go to the job in the morning. Um so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this. So give me 1 minute. And while I'm pulling this up, please subscribe to both hosts and turn on your bell notification.
Shout out to the chat. We got White Me Down TV. Shout out to Jay. Shout out to Mental Health Gentleman. What's up, y'all?
And Kristen. Kristen always
Oh,
here.
my girl, Kristen.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Kristen is always here. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, White Down TV. I like that. I like that name. The Mental Health Gentleman. I hear that. That's what's up. Let's get to it. Because this is just woo. And it's gonna be a little breathing in the beginning of the video. It kind of scared me at first. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. I was like, who breathing like that? But here it is. Let's see.
When I got the call saying my little sister was missing, I just wish I was there for my little sister. She was groomed into something that she wasn't. She knew. Niggas on Shan, not my grandma.
Now you don't care about your grandbaby? Hello? Here, take some cheese balls with your burger ass. But in court Friday afternoon, he's the man charged in connection with the homicide of Naziyah Harris.
A massive search was underway, and then for months and months trying to find her, and then nothing.
The evidence shows overwhelmingly in this case that she is in fact deceased.
So you like fucking with pedophiles, huh?
Welcome to a D Girl Productions. I'm your host, Danny D Girl, and I am here with the legendary Naziyah Harris brother. And today we're going to get his story, his life, his own words, and everything that the public and everybody been wanting to know. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Tavares, how y'all doing? Nice to have y'all today. Coming to speak to y'all about my story, get it out. I just appreciate y'all for this opportunity. Thank you.
You're welcome. We happy to have you. We glad that you out. You're young. You a kid yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's good. This is probably therapeutic for you, right? Would you say it's therapeutic? Talking about it?
I say it helps. There's nothing wrong with talking to somebody about, what you're going through or, what you got going on inside your mental or in your personal life. So I agree.
Yeah, because now, we do appreciate you for coming and being here. And you're so cute.
Thank
You look just like your sister. It's scary a little bit. Like,
Yeah. Everybody say that that's your twin. You look just like your sister.
Right. They probably used to say your sister look like you.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell them. Like, she look like me. That's my twin.
So now it's reversed. And you want to know what else is funny? You're going to be just known as her brother. Yeah. Probably she used to just be known as his little sister. You know what I'm saying?
This is big. I ain't gonna lie. This is all over the world. It's just not like in, one place. It's everywhere.
And how do that make you feel that this is almost like a urban legend, like she's a legend now? You get what I'm saying?
I feel, it's kind of, weird because, I ain't never really, done this before, but it's kind of nice though, like, about like spreading the awareness and everybody,
it's
screaming justice for Naziyah, makes me feel good.
Yeah, because it's like a celebratorial situation, although the circumstances, unfortunately, we had to get to know you under bad circumstances because it was a bad thing that happened to your sister, unfortunately. But I just want to let you know that this may be the story that's told in the world. She may have had to be the face for it to bring that awareness. She's not the only one. I know someone in my family, same age, same situation, a auntie boyfriend. It happened in my family. So I just saw Toya Regine, Lil Wayne's daughter. Toya's brother came out and said, my uncle got my mama pregnant. That's how I got here. Her big brother Walter, I was like, what? But these things happen.
Yeah,
it's just the murder usually doesn't happen or the disappearance. But usually a baby born to a family member is swept under the rug. Incest happens all the time.
Yeah, but now, like, all this is big. Like, now, like, kids, coming forward, adults coming forward, a lot of people coming forward, and that's good. I feel like that's good because it's good for the community. I feel like everybody, we should want the community to be safe, not just for us, but for the kids,
Yeah.
To change lives,
So we gonna get into it. I want to know, so your sister was 13 during the disappearance. Is she still 13 or did she turn 14 already?
She turned 14 already.
Okay, so now she's 14 and you.
September 16th.
Good. So what age are you now?
I'm 18.
Okay, so you're 18, she's 14. So that will give you guys like a 4-year age difference. Okay. So 4-year age difference. Same mom, same dad?
Same mom, different dad.
Okay, where's your dad?
I think they said my dad was deceased last time. I checked in. Said my dad was deceased, but her dad passed away on her before she went missing.
I did see the story, and I also heard his interview. He sounded in deep grief, You know, have you ever seen her dad physically? Like met him?
Yeah, I had. He pulled up on me one day. You know, we chopped it up, went out to eat. You know, he just kicked it with me. You know, cause I ain't really meet him like that. I ain't never get to meet my sister dad like that.
So you didn't know him until the disappearance. You never met him.
Like I knew like she had a dad. You know, I knew he was coming around and stuff, but I ain't never like know him personally.
Okay, so basically, when he found out she disappeared, that's when he probably like connected with you a little bit more.
Yeah, soon he was trying to like want to help me out.
And that's a great thing to do because somebody taught me. I used to always be like, no, forget that. It wasn't even that. It was just like, no, if you weren't here then, I'm not forgiving nobody. Don't come around now. Somebody told me. The person that helped me start this podcast, they passed away.
Yeah.
He told me, like, long as somebody got breath in their body, they should have a right to, redo their wrongs. And it hit me hard, like, right. Who are we not to forgive or, let people still come around after they made a mistake because we are humans,
And I feel like when people do come around, after when they did something, it brings back the energy every time. Like the same flashbacks, the same emotion. It's not it, That's why like a lot of people we best off staying from around it. That's why a lot of people don't go to funerals and stuff like that. So I understand.
So both of you guys' dads are deceased. So where's your mom at this point?
My mom, she's out here somewhere. She's in Detroit.
Okay.
She close by, but she's out here grieving. She trying to like she going through it. She got her addiction and stuff. I love my mom, but she going through it.
Yeah, so, as you should love your mom, regardless of her circumstance. She gave you life, and that's honorable for you to say.
I just pray every day. Pray every day, every night. Things get better. God bless us with more blessings. And it's just all about just doing right. Doing right in life.
Miss me. Press pause.
Everybody make mistakes.
You want me to pause?
That's where I feel like when I made a mistake when I left home. I feel like I should have, stayed home a little bit longer, but I had to do what I had to do for it. So.
Go ahead.
Hey, I'm just saying, shout out to everybody pulling up. This is Naziyah Harris' oldest brother. I'm speaking his perspective on the situation. He just seemed, so it's things that's been going on in that house in his life. It's just so unfortunate. It's just, you can hear it in his voice. You know what I mean? That he's just sad that he's in the middle of his sister. It's his family. It's just hard for him to cope with what really happened.
What kills me the most, like when people are like, well, he failed her. The only thing I can say about him failing, well, let me say this. Number one, he was a child too. I mean, they're 4 years apart, but he still was a child. Also, what I wish he did, whatever he saw, like he did say that he had a confrontation with Jarvis before, but I really wish he said something to somebody. But on the flip side, some of these kids were saying something and nobody believed them. And now we're here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say anything about him. I just wish when he said something that the adults took him seriously.
Seriously, right?
Because it's especially in I don't know if any of you have heard. Well, he's going to talk about it, so I'm going to let him say it. You want to say anything else?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. So you regret leaving the house then? Would you say that?
At the same time, it's like, when I did leave, stuff was getting better. It's just the people that be around.
What you mean by things were getting better?
Like, like my grandma. Well, I'm gonna start off with me because I left the house. So.
Yes.
Like I started getting my life together. Getting my own ID. Which everybody should have. ID, just getting my information. Just getting my life right, job, and all. Just keeping the head on.
Because this is there a scenario going around that stating that you ran away? So did you leave home or did you run away?
I ain't run away. You know, I just left home. Like it was incidents that I did run away. Like it was one time I did, you know, run away. But that because like I think I was going through that depressed moment at the time, like all them flashbacks, think about mom and stuff, you know, what happened to us and stuff. It's deep. Okay. And it was just a lot, and I feel like my grandma, she wasn't there like to you know check in on like our mental, like where me and my little sister mental was at, as far as being like a mom, because you know she was our guardian. Yeah. So it wasn't up there. It wasn't all like she wasn't checking, seeing where our mental was at. Was y'all okay? Or, you know, things gonna be okay. We ain't really do nothing. We ain't really go out. That's just honest.
So basically, it was like a cage situation. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I grew up in a strict house. So would you say your grandmother was strict?
She was you know, stuck in her own way, so I can't. Cause you know, I mean, like I'm not gonna bash her for it, you know. Yeah, it's okay, but I wasn't. It wasn't for me.
Okay, because you know, if you could hear, I got a little accent. My mom's from the South, so they grew up on a farm. Oh, Tunnel Springs, Alabama, right by Pensacola, Florida. So my mom grew up with all that, you know, farmland, know how to sew by hand, cook everything from scratch. She know how, you know, they had bulls on their land. My mom she said for fun, they used to run from the bulls, jump in the vineyard, you know, and jump. So they grew up really, really strict, like, but my mom, she grew up so strict. I only have sisters. I don't have no brothers. But she would nail down the windows. My mom did play like men in our house and sitting on men laps. It's just certain things that women do have to teach young girls. You know.
I agree.
And if you don't, you know, sometimes they can be a casualty.
Safety can be in
molestation, of abuse, you know, mental. You know, because every abuse is not just sexual. It could be mentally, you know what I'm saying? It could be a lot. So, yeah. So your grandmother was more like strict then. So basically, like y'all really just was like, you know, in the house, really not leaving that much, not going nowhere. And she probably, you know, just.
We took our time. Like it was mostly like take care of responsibilities around the household, you know. Like me, I used to leave basketball practice, come home, clean up, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah. Do my chores and stuff. But I feel like that was taking like a bunch from what I wanted to do, you know. Where I was, you know, that's where like all my talent and stuff was at, like basketball. I was good at basketball, had nice good grades. And I had got a scholarship, Ball State, Ferris State University and stuff. Okay. And they wanted me to come play basketball, so I had that opportunity, but it was just like when I started missing practices, missing games and stuff. Yeah. Because I had to be at home, take care of stuff at home. Yeah, I lost it.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, but you can always probably try to, you know, regain that back and go back if you want.
Yeah, my head is on like something like more level, like I'm on a different level now. Like I don't know if I want to, you know, play basketball no more, you know. Okay. Maybe you know, it's still in me. I can still ball. Like,
so you still got it.
Summertime, I go to the court, ball up, and I go hoop with my group of friends and stuff. We text each other like, yeah, y'all ready to go to ball duck Saturday? And we all meet up.
Okay, I gotta see this, dude. I gotta see this. Might have to put something on FanDuel and catch you out there one day.
And we could probably film it too. Okay. Just have this one day we could come out and just we'll let everybody know, like, look, we filming today, so everything we gonna get on camera. So I know everybody gonna if we be on camera, everybody.
Okay, right. Everybody wanna show out. You know, it's like when that girl come to practice.
Yeah, you know how it be. But yeah, I've been just taking it day by day, you know, with this whole situation with my sister. I didn't come out and talk immediately because the detectives and, you know, they wanted us to stay off social media as much as we can because they was messing with the investigation. So
now, were you interviewed by the detectives?
She did ask me questions. I answered her questions.
But you wasn't interrogated.
No, it wasn't, you know,
Okay.
they just asked me questions like, have you seen your sister, or do you know anything, you know.
Okay.
You know,
What's the
regular
basic standard
yeah,
questions when someone is a missing person?
regular procedures, yeah.
Now, however, dealing with the home situation, let's go back there. So in the home with your grandmother, is it just you and Naziyah Harris that only stays there at this time?
No, it was multiple children.
Okay, so it wasn't never just your grandmother with just you and your sister living there. Okay, so now this is where the bigger picture come into play here. So when you say multiple children, so this is where your auntie must live there, right, with her children.
And then she had 2 other children that she adopted.
Oh, so she had
She was a
7 children.
She was a foster mom. I mean, we had a household. There was a lot of us. And
Okay.
then my other auntie come over, which is her twin. You know,
Right.
she bring her kids over. So, you know, family, you know, it's a lot.
It's a huge family, so it's a lot of kids there. So
Yeah.
there's 7 children with your auntie who lives in the residence, correct? Okay, so
It might be more because my auntie was living there, but she moved. She got her own house.
okay, so the other twin was living there as well with her kids.
Her 2 kids. Now they have their own house.
Okay, so how many kids does that twin have?
2.
Okay, so
Then
now
Shannon
we're
had
looking
5.
at 9, and then you 2, so that makes 11.
Mhm.
3 adults, 11 children. How many bedrooms is in this home?
It's at least about like 5, 6. Nice little house. She got a nice house. It's decent.
Okay, when I was listening to Naziyah Harris' father give his interview, he said whenever he went to the house was clean. I mean, up to par. He said he would have never suspected anything.
Yeah, we kept the house clean to make sure we stayed on our chores. You know, we did our chores ourselves too. Like it'd be days when she ain't even have to get on us about our chores. We just keep the house clean.
Okay, so the aunt that's kind of under interrogation now, her name is Shannon. Is that correct?
Yep.
So when did your other aunt kind of like leave the home? Were you still there when she left the home?
Wait, you talking about like my sister?
No, was your auntie, Shannon's sister, her twin sister, was she still living there when you left the home, when you ran?
They was still living.
Okay, so everybody still was living under there when you ran away.
Mhm.
So what age were you when you ran away from the home?
I was about what? I was small.
Because you're 18 now, so
15, 16.
15, 16, you never went back. Okay.
I stopped over there, check. You know, I went over to check on my sister. You know,
Mhm.
kick with my grandma. Other than that,
You know, just, you know, so you can handle your grief a little better. I know you said that was your biggest mistake leaving. Most young boys, if nobody told you, they leave around that time. You know, they leave the home. Every guy I've ever known that's of almost African American descent, if I can give a percentage, probably 85 to 90% leave their mother's home when they are around like 15, 16. So that's not out of the norm. However, everybody leave for different circumstances. Some may live with their father. Some may leave with a cousin that let them do more, or older brother.
I agree.
So when you left, where did you go?
I went to go stay with a friend of mine.
Okay, so you staying with a friend of yours. Now, was their parents more lenient? Is that why you kind of went?
Yeah, she was like more like caring. Like she was, you know,
Nurturing and stuff,
everything,
what you needed.
know, everything. I had everything. She made sure we was good, went to school, everything.
Okay, so
good. I ain't had no problems there.
okay, so you had more like love and attention from there. So that's basically what you was running away from.
And a lot of respect too. Like,
okay,
you know, everything I said, you know, they just say, and they, you know, they listen to me.
Okay.
You know, and they ain't just, but you know, just sit there and just judge me anything. They, you know, they understand everything I said.
Okay. So back to your grandmother's house. So when you're living there, did you ever see Jarvis there ever?
I seen him a couple times. Like usually when he'd come to, you know, visit his kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he'd come to see his kids. I ain't seen nothing other than that.
Did he ever spend a night?
No. Not that I know of.
Mhm.
I ain't never seen him spend the night. I don't think my grandma played it. No grown man, spend the night in the house.
Yeah, because I know your grandmother said, like, no, he didn't really come in. He didn't spend a night.
No, she didn't. Like, she'd have him, like, fix stuff, like, I remember the time, that she had to replace the toilet. She had him put the toilet in, fix some doors, stuff that need to be fixed around the house, he had help with,
But when the text messages was released,
yeah,
it was your sister stating, meet me in the basement or upstairs in the room. So that indicated to the public that this man had to be staying there based on the times.
No,
we don't know if your auntie was like sneaking him in, because most, I grew up with 4 sisters.
I don't know either, but it's like, me hearing this whole situation and hearing the messages, he groomed her.
Yes.
And it wasn't even just like now. It's just, you feel me? It was you feel me? A couple of years later too.
Yeah.
And that it was fresh to me. So when I heard it, it was like it broke me. I'm like, dang, this deep, this big. It's bigger than ever. But like me feeling like that towards like my sister, like dang, it's just like I wish she would have came to me. You feel me? But you feel me? She probably knew how I was gonna react. I probably would have.
But it seemed like what you ran to, that's what she was looking for. When you said you ran away to this other home, you was getting love, attention, caring, it was respect. It was people listening to you. You had someone to talk to versus her. She must have lacked what you lacked. Because it seemed like she was trying to get it from him. Because not all of the texts were sexual. It was just saying, I want you to love me. I don't want to lose you. Like she was running looking for love, and unfortunately she found it from somebody that was a pedophile monster, basically.
Yeah, but she dang, this crazy. She came to me and she was like, she had talked to me times and times, like when we be in school and stuff, she likes when somebody, you feel me, I sort of like let me know, like, cause that's just big bro,
Yeah.
All up in that, all in the business. She told me, she had a couple, you feel me, boys that she dated, which is her age, you feel me, that was in her grade, and she knew them since they were like little, so it's like.
So you only knew of childhood, child play boyfriends, puppy love. You never knew it was serious. You never knew your sister was having sex, being molested. Even, did you know she was pregnant?
No, that's what everybody keep asking me. Like, do you know your sister was?
Hold on, I just gotta say something real quick, Kimbella. You don't, everybody in the comments too as well. You don't find it weird that he's using the word dating with a 13-year-old?
Right. He said she dated. He knew a few of her boyfriends.
Right.
Her age.
Right. So. Yeah, it's an issue in that household. That's not normal. Like dating
I
her
do think
age.
she probably was a tad bit grown for her age, very like probably mature than we are thinking. But it doesn't justify what happened to her. But she definitely was on another level than an average or typical, what we want to think is average 13-year-old girl.
Right. And the sad part about it is none of that is her fault. It's what she was seeing around her. Because so let's just say, your daughter comes to you talking like that. You're going to check her, like, dating who? Like, what are you talking about? Go somewhere and sit down. I guess when she was displaying some of these things that she saw, nobody checked her. And now the brother is, but then no disrespect to him, this is also an 18-year-old young man that's somebody's father. So I don't know, man. It's a lot. It
is a lot. So you telling me her this boy right here, her brother, he got a child?
Yeah, he's a father.
Okay. He 18. I mean, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, he's a father. I think it's an arm baby. I believe the baby maybe 1 or a little under 1. It's a small baby, but yes, he's a father. He has a little girl, and I think the little girl's name is something like Naziyah and Janiyah and all. It has the same ring to it, but yeah,
ain't had no real guidance, you know.
Exactly. I'm like, Dad, your 18-year-old brother is telling a stranger, because the interviewer, I believe, is a stranger, that you knew a couple of her boyfriends and who she was dating.
And she might have been sexually active already, because there was text messages leaked from the aunt, and she was like, Naziyah didn't come home. And then the person was like, well, do you know where she at? And then the aunt was like, somebody said she probably out there getting some dick. So
Right.
they knew she was sexually active.
That's crazy. And the thing again, this is not Naziyah's fault. It's like y'all not checking this, and it's a possibility she was. But if you knew it's just so smooth to come out your mouth that she out getting some D. Like, that's crazy to me. I wouldn't repeat that to somebody else. I really wouldn't. They'll be trying to get my foot out of some behind. That's that's what they'll be trying to do. Like, I don't get it. That everybody around, the only people I can say that was like honestly angry would be Janelle and the other cousin. Even with Roxy, I don't know, because I still did not come across why her and Mark D are no longer working together. I found, like, her post that she made, but I really wonder what happened with that. I don't know. Let's get to it.
You know, I did. Mm-hmm. When I looked inside the TikTok video, because somebody sent it to me. They said, go look at your sister's last TikTok video she made. Mm-hmm. Went to go look at it, and I didn't really see none of it. Like, because she had a coat on. Yeah. So I ain't really, but when I looked at her face was puffy. Like pie face. So I was thinking about, it took me back when I had my daughter. Yeah. And my baby mama was pregnant with my daughter. Mm-hmm. Her face was puffy and stuff. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Did I want to believe her? Did I didn't want to believe it? But her face was getting puffy. So I could believe that she was pregnant. Yeah, and it was in the messages too, and then the pregnancy tests and stuff. So it's crazy. This whole situation is crazy. Yeah, so it's kind of like.
Wait a minute.
Are you in shock? You would say.
What pregnancy test is he talking about? There was a pregnancy test.
I don't know. I know she kept talking about a plan B in it. So clearly she must have thought she was pregnant in the past. So,
yeah, I remember all that, but as far as the text messages, I ain't hear nothing about a test being mentioned. So he slipped and leaked out a little tea right there.
Mm-hmm. Gotta read between the lines.
And he done slipped and let out some tea. So yeah, then they knew that she was pregnant, but the twins are acting like they didn't know that.
They knew.
Wow, you see how you gotta listen to stuff 2 or 3 times sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So it's like, I just wish everything. I just wish my auntie never messed with him. Everybody. I mean, she grown. She gonna talk to who she talk to, but you should know. You should before you even talk to a person, you should know them. You should know what they got going on, who that person is, and what that person is capable of. And that's just real with anyone that come around. Yes, because I saw your auntie state, out her own mouth, say, yes, he told me that he went to jail before for being a child molester. Mm-hmm. But she said, I gave him a chance because society gave him a chance and I was 19. So what do you got to say about that? I feel like she should have just left him alone, Mm-hmm. I can't see no female just being with a pedophile, It's crazy. So the thing is, for me, to your auntie, society doesn't have to house Jarvis. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to live with them. Mm-hmm. He doesn't have to be around their kids. The judge don't know Jarvis. It's not living with Jarvis. Based off paperwork, Yeah, so he's released until the world, society doesn't have to house them. Yeah, and this whole situation, I just wish I just wish I was there for my little sister a little bit more than I was. Because don't get me wrong, I was there for my little sister just to clear everything up. And my little cousin, my cousin, nobody knew about none of this. Like, I know my auntie, she was, putting out reports and stuff, but I ain't never know what the reports and stuff was about. Because, I was little. I didn't really pay too much attention to that stuff.
Yes, because that was going to be my next question. Did any of y'all knew before she passed that he was convicted pedophile before all of this?
No, I didn't. If I would have known, I would have, I feel like I would have took my sister with me if I would have known, you feel me? He was coming around, and then the kids being there, it's a lot of females in our family, so the kids and then, the little boys and stuff, it's not cool. I would have took my sister with me, and I would have, try to connect with my auntie to see, what resolution could she come up with.
Because I also stated that his fiance that was on the stand, she said that Jarvis was very good with her kid and would take her kid to his shop. So did you ever go up to his shop? Did he ever teach you how to change oil, tires, anything?
I did go up there like during the summer, like one time. Like I went up there with one time, because I used to walk to football practice and stuff like that, basketball practice and stuff. Because I used to play.
Okay, hold on. So you all do not find it weird that here's a young man that only been to the auto shop one time, but yet Jarvis got all the little girls over there. What's wrong with them?
Right, because
as a family, as a family, you like, look, so we got Vari over here. You don't want him, to clean. You don't want to teach him how to, change oil, a tire. But you want all these little girls to come over there and clean up?
Knowing his status, like they knew his status at this time.
Correct. Like this, I get it. When I'm not on this, I may be smooth on it. But then when I'm like reading or listening, it makes me very angry because you all did not have, this man is requesting for the little girls of the household to come to an auto shop to clean up. Yet there are other little boys, because he got a son. I think
and the more that we talk about it, Miss Me, they really should be charged because if that is his status, they literally gave these little kids, boy or girl, to this
access. They gave him access.
Permission. They can go.
And then what kills me is no matter what, like the little 8-year-old, I'm gonna just use her as an example. The one that testified. So let's just say that Jarvis, violated her. When you go back to your home, if your people really know you, they're gonna know something is wrong. Like, that's not normal for no 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just to be, having sex. That's not normal. So when they come
clean
home,
up the tire shop.
Right. Like, so when they get back to the house, you know what I'm saying? You're not looking at it like, come on. I don't know. Shannon need to go. And he talking about, like cool down on his grandmother. I can't. I just can't. I just can't. I really don't think it has anything as far as technology. Okay, fine. We'll say something about her, of her age or whatever. But homegirl had a Facebook page. So you ain't that old. You know how to work that book.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not that old to just be clueless of what's going on around you. And another thing that upset me is I realized it too the other day, like when she said that she went up to the school to report it. She also said, because we got to listen to stuff 2 and 3 times. What she said was, when I went up to the school to drop the other kids off, I talked to the principal. So my question to her is, what if you ain't had to take them to school? That means right now, today, February the 12th, 2025, we wouldn't know that she was missing. You got to listen to people. You really and truly got to listen to people. You said you went up to the school. You was up at school, so you made the report. You didn't go out your way, miss. That's the thing. You made a report because you was up there with the other kids. When you could have just sat in your home and told the kids, y'all not going today because, you know, we need to find Naziyah. Let me call the police.
Mm-hmm.
How about that? Both those kids missing school. Like, so what at that time? And if she's missing, why would you send the kids back to school? How you know somebody at the school ain't snatch her? Boy, they slow. They slow as hell over there. I can't do it. They are really and truly slow. Let's get to it.
The jury gonna tear their ass up.
Tear them up, and I'm be right there. I'm gonna be right there.
Yeah.
Gonna tear them up, and they think they got it bad. Then like, and I said like physically, don't run up on the grandmother or Shannon, this, that, and other. But miss, the preliminary trial is having hamburgers thrown on you. It's going to get worse, unfortunately.
Fortunately, it's going to get worse.
Right. Society is angry. And no, I don't want this lady to be physically harmed. That's not going to bring Naziyah back. But my thing is, for the preliminary, people are running up on you in the supermarket and in restaurants. You can't even go anywhere in peace. You're going to have to pick up and ask them people to give y'all a, what is that? Hey, she needs some protection. Because in March, oh man.
She gonna need protective guests.
She gonna need protective, all of them. If they not in jail, they are really gonna have people walking with them to go places because it's crazy. Oh man, Naziyah, I'm sorry. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Let's get back to it.
For my school, and they got all types of men working there, and I did my research, and some of the men that was working at his, oil shop, they had the same background as him.
Yes, I found that out as well, that a lot of them went, because that's usually the only work they.
Kimbella, didn't we speak about that before?
And you want to know what? Yes, we did. And what now I understand, because I never knew the business partner during the pre-trial, he was actually in custody because he wasn't supposed to be around minors either.
No, he was in custody because he put hands and feet on his pregnant girlfriend. So he like the whooper chick.
Who that saying doing the most? I think y'all taking the word dating out of context. I'm thinking crush, not actually dating. They were dating for whatever it may be for these younger kids. They called it dating. He said dating.
Right. He said dating. We didn't say that. He said we are just appalled that dating is used when it comes to a 13-year-old. Dating where? Where they going? What are they? If you want to have her have like I guess you could say male company or whatever, y'all need to be in the living room sitting on the couch, and I need to be sitting there. If you even get that, because I ain't giving you that. That's just me.
You want to know what?
That's just me talking.
It just the way how he said it, it just went like it was too smooth. Let me tell y'all something. My daughter is 10, my son is 19. He don't even play like that. Like he still be telling her, "Oh, you ain't wearing no nail polish, you ain't doing this." So he would never say my sister dating just that smooth. Like, no. So they were doing some things for sure. What Fox Mulder say, yet authorities were not called until 24 hours later. Makes no sense. Why would they wait that long? Makes no sense. Right?
And Fox, she wouldn't even got that. She only got that because the grandmother had to go up to the school to drop off the other kids. When everybody could have been at the house calling the authorities to come to that address. Those kids didn't have to go to school that day. Again, like I said, we don't know if somebody snatched her from the school. Let's just say Jarvis don't have nothing to do with that. We don't know where she was snatched from.
Mm-hmm.
And getting back to I get what you're saying. Doing the most as far as the word dating and crush, but the way he said it, they were of age, because he could have just been like, she used to like some guys her age.
Mm-hmm.
He said dating. That's just crazy. Like, I would never say that about a child. Like, oh, he's at least until probably like 17. That's just me, 17, 18 years old. At 13, to me, dating is going out doing things. And yes, of course, if y'all want to get physical, but everybody's of age. She's not of age for that. So I'm not going to say that she's dating. It's just so sad. It really is. It's just so sad. And getting back to King's ass, because y'all know I can't stand him. Getting back to his ass, because I think he got that on him too. But what he's in there for, Kim Bella, was, putting the hands and feet on the pregnant girlfriend. So that just let me know how he get down too. And then the fact that you in the courtroom saying you ain't even seen your mans. How you ain't seen Jarvis sitting there? You ain't seen your man sitting there talking about, no, I don't see him. That means you're lying for him. And like I said before, you down with the okie doke too. Because any upstanding male that don't like kids is not gonna be chilling with you while you with your niece all day. All right, my man, you know what I'm saying? Just get back with me when you drop her off. Simple. He's not gonna be riding around the city with y'all with this little girl that he knows that you're having a physical relationship. Ain't no way that you could tell me that King didn't know it. There's no way. King was all happy to hear him calling, talking about, what's up, man, and this, that, and the other. Like, you should have been like, what you calling my phone for? Matter of fact, you shouldn't have answered. How about that? Because you know what he in there for. Well, what they could possibly put on him, because at the time he was in there for the gun charge, I believe. But you know what was coming. Don't call my line. Do not call my line. Don't call yet. Don't. No, I'm not giving you no commentary. Like, this man want to put something on the books. You a cornball too, King. You know I love that word. I'm sure you a cornball too. Let's get
the more and more you listen to it, it get deeper and deeper.
You hear more. Like, I'm glad to hear him speak, because then you start thinking about what you heard in the preliminary, what you read, and you're cross-referencing what he's saying in some of these things. That's why the pregnancy, they're like, oh, and nobody say nothing about no test. So you done slipped. You slipped. Y'all know she was pregnant.
They knew it.
Y'all slipped. Like, come on, man. Like, this. I don't have brothers and sisters, but what I'm gonna say this, and I have friends that have older brothers that got on their nerves, and I'm gonna just say shout out to them, because my twins are older brothers to my daughter. They're 10 years apart. My daughter's 20. My twins are 30. Like, I've always wanted an older brother, especially the one that ain't with the BS. I love to hear a brother going clean off on their little sister when it comes to certain things. Because they need that, especially if there's no father in the home.
Right.
Especially if there's no father in the home. Like, y'all stay on these little girls' necks with that. They need y'all. They really and truly do. Like, it was so many things that if I saw them with my own eyes, I'd be like, yo, what you doing? Like, yo, sit down. Like, I done talked to some people like, oh, you wrong about the TikTok. Y'all can say what y'all want. I don't like all that TikTok dancing, especially them certain songs. When I heard Ray Lavender and T-Pain on her TikTok, I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. That's not what we do. And I have a granddaughter that loves TikTok, but you cannot comment on her stuff. You can only be her friend, and I still don't like it.
One thing about it, you gotta stay on them phones, because they slicker than us. They was deleting shit. Right. She was, Naziyah was getting rid of stuff. It's just today's, with these social medias and the phone technologies, they can really get away with being fast in the ass. And
correct. And the sad thing about it, again,
you got these men that take advantage.
And again, this is not her fault. She's doing what and you can tell it ain't even just her. All the little girls, and like I said, I see some pages where y'all showing the other little girls. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. we talk about Naziyah, but I'm not gonna show nobody else's child. But the thing is, all those other little girls, they dancing and doing that was regular for them.
Mm-hmm.
That was regular for them.
They was doing what they was allowed to do because
thank you. And in some of those videos, if you look past Naziyah or whomever is dancing, it's a whole adult vibe. Like, come on. You don't hear nobody saying like, hey, you don't sit your ass down or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear any of that. In one of the videos, and I'll show that probably this week in one of the lives, Jarvis is in the back changing a damn tire, y'all, while Naziyah and his daughter are doing TikTok. But he ain't around them though. Okay. Well, y'all ain't get your lives straight before this. Y'all should have had a tete-a-tete, a little head-to-head. They need to. Y'all didn't do it right, y'all. Your story is weak. It's weak. It's really weak. And now they probably scared that Vari is probably gonna be talking to mad platforms. You see how he slipped about that pregnancy test? He ain't gonna be able to catch up. He's not gonna be able to catch up. Especially now he's known for this. Somebody got him like some studio time. He in I think it's not Raw Waves. I think Still a Baby or one of them. Somebody, some studio that they use. He over there, you know what I'm saying? He getting them a little jewelry and stuff like that. It's sad to say, I'm not gonna say that he's gonna forget about his sister, but everybody moving on in the wrong way. They moving on in the wrong way. And they gave him a job, which is good. But I don't want the people to lose focus, especially now since Roxy said she's not gonna say too much until the hearing.
Yeah, I think everybody probably got the authorities probably told everybody to stop talking about it because this can cause the investigation, like he said. So he got to be careful what he say. They might catch up to him sooner or later once they see he going on interviews. All that shit probably got stopped by the cops.
And look, if they heard what I heard, they're gonna have a conversation. I'm like, oh, I ain't hear nothing about no pregnancy test.
Because the play is, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I seen somebody was talking about what they're trying to do is get Jarvis first. That way it'll be able to convict the rest because
it's everybody gonna turn on each other probably.
Mm-hmm. Right. You do it the other way and put them all together, you will have nobody to testify against one another.
That's true. That's 100% true. Well, it is what it is, and if it's true, what this so-called brother is saying, because we don't even know if that's Jarvis' brother, but just listening to that conversation, I don't know. It's a good play too, play on the situation. I mean, so you think that she was unalived in the heat of the moment? You think Shannon jumped on her? After consuming this antifreeze?
I think Shannon jumped on her. I think Jarvis knew about the pregnancy. I think Shannon knew about the pregnancy, and I think this girl wanted to keep this baby out of spite because I think she knew right from wrong. She was very much mature. She probably thought I don't know if it was out of spite or not. I think maybe, I don't know, something was going on in the house. She was not happy. But she wanted to keep this baby, and Shannon jumped on her ass when she knew she didn't take the pill or something.
So do you think that it actually happened at the grandmother's house in this basement? Yeah. Like initially. And then
I think she came home off the bus and went in that house. Thompson, she never came home. Yes, she did. She came home. She went in that house. Shannon called Jarvis over there.
Because wasn't she like a block away when they saw the video of her when she got off the bus and she was walking past that person's ring camera? Wasn't the house like up the block or around the corner or something like that? And that's when they say she made a left and she supposedly had made a right?
Because they said the bus stop was not too far from her house.
Right. So it was less than 5 minutes getting off the bus, I believe they said. So this is another thing that bothers me. if it's less than 15 on the bus to get to her home, how is it nobody knew that she wasn't home? Especially Jarvis, because she seemed to have been close to Janiyah, even though she was saying in the text messages she didn't want her around because she be doing too much. But nobody, like, what the kids, they said the kids finally said that she wasn't home. I really don't believe that those are the same kids that she got on the bus with. Like, nobody didn't be like, yo, so where's, I don't know. Everybody
There's
ain't
so
like
many different stories now. So
right.
many
That's what
different
I'm
stories.
saying.
Because
Like,
wasn't she in the after school program or something, but her grandma took her out all of a sudden?
but guess what though? Shannon kept saying that she was in the after school program, and the grandmother had said was testified that she took out. So that whole house is bugging.
Yeah, because she went home, and the mom is trying to cover for her daughter. She can give a damn about Jarvis.
Correct.
She's still trying to save face because she knew
Correct.
that man ain't supposed to be around her grandkids.
Correct.
She's trying to save her
and that's
daughter.
the thing. That's the thing. I don't know anybody personally, but I know of situations where some men can't even be around their own kids because of that. So Jarvis was able to run loose. That's it. No,
Fox said, I was thinking the same thing. She wanted to keep the baby because she believed Jarvis was her boyfriend and that would make him love her.
Correct. Correct. Because if you keep going back to that video when she was singing that song that by Tink, you can tell she was dead ass serious when she sung them lyrics. And she probably just found out she was pregnant then. If she was
and then what got me was, because we got a little bit more of the video, y'all. We halfway through. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share the live. What got me was one of the messages. She was like, she's gonna know, or she was like, her fat ass is gonna know. Just sneak in here. Like she knew.
Yep.
She gonna want you. She's gonna want you. So she was in competition.
She was in competition because she said, come downstairs. She was like, let me just go up and down a few times. And then she was like, oh, she's following you upstairs. Just go ahead and give her some because that's what she wants. What?
This girl 13, Miss Me?
What?
I know you.
There is my grandchildren, and I don't have nothing but granddaughters. I have 3. Both are 2 are 8, and one is about to be 2 months. They wouldn't have no teeth fooling with me if I read or heard them saying something like that. That's crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. Like,
to hear it is crazy.
Right. When I had to keep, you know how you be listening, you have to keep running it back because I'm like, no, ain't no way. Maybe this is Shannon saying this. Because I couldn't believe it.
Me either. The jaw was on the ground the whole damn time.
Right, the jaw hit the ground because I'm sitting there like, nah, that's Shannon saying that. I kept saying that to myself. I kept rewinding it. Nah, that's Shannon. And I said, damn, that's her. And then he's like, look, I don't want her. I don't want to give her no D. Like, ain't no way you talking to a 13-year-old like that. Y'all really having conversations like y'all the same age. Either you two was 13 or you two was 42. Like, come on. Ain't no way that was a grown man and a child. It's Jarvis, man. I don't know. This case has been sensationalized as well, and I hope he's not getting no peace where he's housed at.
Oh no, they give him hell. He's somebody bitch now.
Hope getting no
until they eat his ass up in there.
King, they need to get on King too, because King, how you gonna sit up there and say your man, you don't know who your man's is, and he's sitting right there? How do you? Come on, man. Come on.
That part. Them people in the inmates don't know he sat there and said no shit.
It's right. The inmates don't know that he went in. They know now. They probably ain't know back then when the preliminary. But you went in there and the people, oh, is he in here? No, see, oh, so that's not him in the green? No. What?
Wow. You gotta find that clip. I ain't never hear him say that. I know you
like.
So how did we gotta talk about that? Because how did they get past that?
I'm gonna find it because somebody else was talking about it too. Like, how do you say that you don't know? That's your man. Y'all work together, you know what I'm saying? Y'all chilling, you know, y'all riding around and getting it, and now you don't know him? Like, come on. And I need to know. I don't know nobody getting 3 hots in a cot personally right now. I don't. But what I want to know is, I watch a lot of like little crime stuff. I understand that COVID is still going around, but does anybody know the particular reason that Jarvis was in there with a mask anyway? Is it to hide his face, or he was really scared of catching something? I need to know that.
You know it was to hide his face, Miss Me.
I know that. I was just giving him benefit of the doubt.
Now, some people thinking, some people probably was thinking he probably sick. No.
Right, because when I first saw it, I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Jail is close quarters, maybe, you know, COVID running, you know, rampant over there. But once homeboy said he didn't see him, because I ain't gonna hold you. The grandmother tried to act at first like she ain't seen him either with them damn glasses.
Sure did.
Standing up.
Well, he had braids and everything. So
right, he had braids, but that damn, first of all, let me tell you something. Somebody that you see on a regular basis. Now, this is your grandchildren's father. So I'm gonna put myself in the position. So if my grandchildren's mothers have a mask on and I only see their eyes, I'm be like, no, that's not them. I'm gonna know them from the eyes.
You're gonna know.
I don't care what was over his mouth. The eyes is gonna tell it. That's the window to the soul. Matter of fact, I would be like, nah, that's her mom's. That's her right there. I'm not.
Mind you, her daughter had 5 kids by this man.
Thank you. And the oldest at the time was 10.
Please, you know.
When he had his interrogation, they asked him how old his daughter was. He said 10. So you've been around this man 10 years and you don't know his eyes? Come on, man. Come on. I'm gonna go to the optometrist. You need to get a new what's the name? You need a new prescription. Because ain't no way.
You need a prescription.
Ain't no
I
way.
would say what Fox said right here. I definitely believe Shannon knew and resented her for it, maybe even jealous. And I do think it was some insecurities there as well for her, you know, for her to be jealous. And it's a shame because that's your niece and she's a child.
But wait.
But she knew what she was dealing with. This is why she was jealous.
But wait. Let's go back to the messages. She asked Jarvis, do you like skinny girls? You know why? Because everybody he was fooling with was 2 tons of fun. That's why. And it ain't nothing wrong because I'm not skinny. I'm not Donatello or Raphael either. But there's nothing wrong with that size. But that should tell you what this little girl was on. The women, Shannon was in competition with her, and she was in competition with all of them. She begged this man not to deal with nobody but her at 13 years old. That's crazy. That's crazy. And this is years, y'all. I done found 4 Instagram profiles of Naziyah. At least 5 TikTok profiles. So, and she was much younger than what's going on around now. She was much younger. There's no way y'all ain't know what was going on. And they said she was smart and everything, but just as a parent, what's the thing your mother used to say back in the day when you singing a song? I know mine did. You better know that schoolwork like you know that song. You know what? You remember that? You better know that school. Like, I don't. Let me tell you something. Somebody is gonna hear me in the background talking about you better put that damn. I don't care if you posted or not. Put that phone down. Get in there and get that homework done. Just, I don't know. I guess it kept them busy to do fuck shit themselves. The TikTok was keeping her busy. Instagram was keeping her busy. Because you know what? We're in a day and age where technology is raising your children anyway. So ain't nobody really like hands-on. I barely see parents out in the street doing physical things with their kids. Everything, and I know you got to go with the times, but everything ain't a phone or a tablet or a computer. You got to get out there and live. You got to scrape up them knees. That's what give you, you know what I'm saying, your hard knocks. You know, you got to get out there and live. Play a sport, do something like he said. He had a scholarship for basketball, and he didn't do it. And then you heard, what's her name, Janelle. Janelle was like, I was trying to get them to do something with Naziyah, but they was like, no, she just stay in the house. And she was like, so why only the boys get to do things? Because the boys are gonna get scholarships, this, that, and other. So Vari got a scholarship, still ain't go. So what was y'all point? Like, what was your point? You did all that for what? You said all that for what? You wouldn't let Naziyah go out and do recreational things. And I'm sorry, y'all, for the parents. Shout out to the parents where these kids are playing an organized sport. One of my granddaughters played basketball. She's a gymnast and a cheerleader. Her mother ain't got no time for no messing up. As it should be. What they say, idle hands is for the devil. you see Jarvis the devil. Let's get on back to Vari and because he got a couple.
Wait, hold on, because doing the most had said something, and I like this.
Hold on, let me click on it. Hold on.
She said, I'm not, it's a girl. I think I see her picture doing the most. I don't think she wanted the baby. She kept telling him to get her a plan B. I think those ladies wanted her gone. If she had the baby, they was going to jail, but they pretending they didn't know. But I don't know if this is true or not. I think that this is not the first go around that they got this plan B.
Right,
I think she
we
took
don't
a
know
plan B
which
before.
pregnancy this was because obviously she took a plan B before. So we don't even know which pregnancy,
right,
that she could be or what time period she could be.
Because she could have took the plan B and then got pregnant right away, right after,
Right, because it don't look like he had any restraint. He was always trying to see her, and they wasn't playing bingo or having a Bible study. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's two situations. I agree with what you're saying, doing the most, but I actually think it's like two situations because she did say that she, couldn't participate in gym. It was making it, difficult for her. But I think romanticizing a messed up situation, she probably thought everything was going to be all good because she's going to have his baby. Don't forget, she has a aunt that had 5 from him. She's looking at this as a 13-year-old child, not a grown woman. So she's probably thinking like, oh, if I have his baby, he'll stay or he'll keep coming back. He kept coming back to Shannon and put 5 in her. While around the city, dropping D off everywhere. Community D. Dirty community D at that.
Hold on, because it's getting real in the chat. Make sure y'all drop some comments. She said she think that Jarvis killed her with the antifreeze, left her in the hotel. I know you lying.
Who said that? Let me find it. Right here. Yeah, I see. Dang. You know what? Now here's my perspective on the live part. I think they did give her the antifreeze. I think antifreeze is going to react to people differently. Some people can slowly, die from it. or go away. It's kind of like, I guess you could say, like arsenic, like rat poison. It's different for everybody. So I really think that the blood that's on her is from her probably violently throwing up. I really do, because there's pokes in the sweatshirt, but it wasn't like a substantial amount of blood to think it was a stabbing. Especially if she was penetrated like in the upper chest, I believe that's where it was, and then the hood. They said it was some on the hood. So I'm thinking that she probably was violently regurgitating, because once you throw up so many times, you ain't bringing nothing up but bile. And they also said that there was some other things on there that it wasn't blood. That's crazy. We gotta sit around and think.
It's just so sad.
You gotta sit around and think how she's not here anymore. We should have this story. Like Jarvis need to just you're not getting out, my guy. So you just tell on everybody. Simple. This where snitching can come into play, y'all. Just go ahead and tell on everybody, because you're not getting out. You gonna be in there for a minute because you violated. You already didn't have any business being around the children, so you already violated that. Now you got the gun charge. Now you got the sexual relationship. You're not going nowhere, and they already putting the body on you with nobody. You're not going nowhere. Just tell it. At least let who really care about her and that family, give them some closure.
All right.
She didn't have a funeral. She didn't have a memorial service. All she had was a balloon release. That's it. But there's nothing, and maybe it's because maybe the family members probably was like, no. Maybe Roxy was like, no, I don't want to do that because it solidifies that she's no longer here. But I mean, it's a whole year.
Yeah, but I don't think Roxy really got say-so in that. She has a living mother. She has, immediate brothers and sisters.
I meant because of the balloon release. That because she did that. Release. Yeah, she did. Nobody in the family did that. That was Roxy. But no, as far as a funeral, no, she doesn't have anything. That will still be her mom, who she said she don't do the publicity stuff. So she hasn't really spoken out outside of that one time that she spoke to Roxy on camera. Off camera.
He's going to say some more interesting things about his mom, but I thought was,
Oh yeah, we didn't get to that yet, right?
It's coming up.
Okay, hold on.
Can get sometimes working for themselves. So usually these independent contractors or, mechanics or, I'm not trying to put the label on all of them. Most people that work for themselves is because they may be a convicted felon. Can't go out and get a job,
or record messed up, or
yes, because I seen when they played the call, when King picked up the jail call that's been released, I can hear people in the background, "What's up, Jarvis?" They know what he in prison for. Why is y'all saying what's up?
See?
So somebody that murdered or is responsible for the disappearing of a 13-year-old little girl that all y'all knew was up there.
Yeah. Did you see it was a video of I don't know if he actually Jarvis' brother or not.
Yeah, I saw that. So what do you think about that allegation? Jarvis' brother is stating that your auntie Shannon is the reason why Naziyah Harris is not here with us today.
I want to believe, but at the same time I can't, because one, I don't even know if that's actually his real brother. That's something everybody need to do research on first before we even jump to anything, if that's his real brother or not.
Right.
Two, I wouldn't be mad at him because I don't think nobody would play with any information like that, especially dealing with this high profile case. I don't think nobody would play with a case like that. But he came on there and he was just like, he was saying like, yeah, they Shannon know. And
yeah, Shannon beat her up bad.
They must have contacted him. If that's the case. Jarvis must have contacted him.
So this could be a play of clear my name, put it on the auntie. Or this could be a play of I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I know we're really happy.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this over. You know,
I'm trying to get it off my conscience. But it is stated that he does have a brother. I think
He does.
we know he have a sister because she got on the stand and that was honorable of her. What do you think about his sister, Jarvis' but sister, getting on the stand, saying that she actually did see your sister, Naziyah Harris, with him the day that she went missing at that mechanic shop?
she should have just. I feel like she should have just reported it. You know, how would you let it get so far along? You know, like I feel like if anybody sees something weird, you know, you go with your gut, report it, do what you do.
Yeah.
It's whether if you're right or wrong, it's best for safety. I say, I'm gonna say that safety wise for you know kids and everybody because I just can't see it.
So what is your relationship now with your auntie Shannon?
You feel me? I don't associate with my auntie like that. Honestly, I love her, but I can't love her for, you feel me, dating a molester and took my little sister afterward that was close to me, so I can't forgive her for that.
Do you think she need to be brought up on charges?
It's deep. It's really deep.
Do you think she knew?
I feel like she knows something.
Hold on. I ain't gonna take up too much time. I ain't gonna take up too much time. This where he lost me right here. You close to your sister, and she asks you, do you think she should be brought up on charges if she did anything or, brought this on? And you sitting around humming and hawing? Man, ain't that much love in the world. Ain't You close to your sister and then back that up with that statement. He lost me. Go ahead. What you was about to say?
I was gonna say I'm lost with you. I'm lost with you because at the end of the day, I thought he was gonna come on here like in more furious, like more angry. And he's just trying to still save face for his family, and I don't understand why.
And see, that's my thing again, where I feel like the whole family is sick. Because we need to be seeing some videos or something like this where somebody came out, look, I went over there and I jumped on them. You know how people, when they get angry, you see how they doing the grandmother? I'm surprised that a family member that, like, know that this is 100% wrong is havoc is over there. Like, they can't even be in the same room together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what kills me. You were gonna say how close you was to your sister, and this woman asks you if she's responsible. Do you feel that she needs to be brought up on charges? And you, it's deep.
It should have been like, hell yeah, I don't care who go down. Everybody involved should go down. That should be his energy, but he like chill on my grandma.
Chill on my grandmother. It's really my aunt. But you heard it. You hear it. Chill on my grandmother. It's really my aunt. And then when the lady asks you about your aunt, you come on, man. You gotta come a little better than that. It's deep. Yeah, we know it's deep. We definitely know it's deep. But so what y'all supposed to do? If you find out that your aunt unalive your sister, what y'all gonna do? Just go to counseling? That's what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna go
right? Because how half of you feel like yeah, then half of you feel like no. Like which is either yes or no.
Right. So y'all gonna go to counseling. Y'all gonna go on other platforms.
And if you forgive your aunt, I need to know how and how did you get to that point?
Right. Now, we know what forgiving is in a biblical sense. It would be for him. But honestly, how
was the aunt touching him? Was the aunt doing
hold on. Bella, bring it on.
Put the popcorn in the chat. Put the popcorn in the chat.
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
Listen, it was the aunt doing something to him. Because what is it? Why are you halfway in, halfway out?
Halfway in, you put your left foot in, you put your left foot out. You see that?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait either. Oh, I ain't even think of that. Because you sure humming it hard a long time.
I'm telling you.
It's deep. Like we don't know that. Let's move on. This is something else.
You playing yourself out there like you don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I know my people don't really deal with the internet like that, but they be on Facebook. I know they do. I know they be on Facebook, but they not trying to, you feel me, nothing. I don't know.
What was your reaction when the judge said, as her auntie, you sat up here with no emotions?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jarvis' Brett's sister cried the whole time.
I sat there.
She was very
I
emotional.
kind of broke down. You feel me, when the judge told, when I watched it, and the judge said, you don't have no emotions?
And she said that about your grandmother as well.
Yeah.
No emotions. It was like they didn't care at all.
It was kind of deep, but I feel like at the same time, people, you feel me, trying to control their emotions. Like I feel like I wouldn't even want to break down in court, you know. I'd probably like do it closed doors, like when I get home or something like that.
Yeah, I can understand that from a man's point of
Yeah,
view.
when it's all said and done.
But from a woman's point of view,
Yeah, like you said, from a woman's point of
a
view.
lover, your kid's father, and your young niece who is a victim, someone that has no control over what goes on in her life because she's a child. She can't think for herself as an adult, but you made an adult decision to bring this into her life, and you showed no emotion on the stand. You act like you was irritated, you know.
I agree, you know. I love my grandmother, but, you know, just feel like she needs to, you know, open her eyes a little bit more, you know, realize what time we in. When you stuck thinking all the time,
Yeah.
you know, this is what's going on now. This how our society is moving now. You know?
So do you think, based on, there was one specific text message I want to bring it up because I really don't want to bring up any of the graphic ones, you know, that was out on your sister. There was one where your sister was asking your auntie a certain address or how to get to this certain street. Your auntie gave her that information how to get there, knowing they said that was a street that Jarvis used to be on. So do you think your auntie had an inkling or she knew that this man was messing with her niece? Because she was calling her fast and everything.
I think she didn't know. And that's honestly, I ain't holding no emotions, no none of that back. I feel like she knew, and that's just how I feel. You know, I don't care about how nobody else feels. At the end of the day, it's my little sister, you know.
Right.
At the end of the day, I don't care what my grandma feel, nobody else feel inside the family, because it's my little sister. They all agree to it. You know, I ain't gonna hold that back from them. They did agree on me with that, but so far, I don't.
So you think she knew?
I think she knew, and I just think it's hard for her just to, you know, she's scared. You know, but
I see. So it looks like she lost a lot of weight. Did you notice that? They've been saying that.
Yeah, because the twins and them, they did go. the twins used to go work out with each other. They used to have days where they go with each other just to go to the gym and stuff.
Okay. But significantly, since this case is about, they said they dropped a lot. It looked more like stress weight. Do you think it's stress, or they naturally was just trying to work out anyway to lose the weight? Because one is smaller than the other. It looks like Shannon is small.
I feel like it's both. Shannon more stress. Marquita more, you know, I feel like neutral. She's neutral.
And Marquita's daughter was actually on the stand too, right?
Yeah, and that hurt me too, which is my little cousin.
So she witnessed.
Yeah, and my little cousin going through, you know, she in therapy right now. She going through, you know, depression and stuff. You know, she's stressed. She feel like it's her fault, you know.
She should have told.
Yeah, she feel like she should have told, and you know, she's trying to kill herself, all types of stuff. So that's why her dad got her in therapy and stuff now. So he doing good with her with that and stuff like that. So appreciate him with that for doing that for her. But
now, have you been to any of the court dates?
No, but when this next trial come, I will be there. It's just I couldn't do it it was too much at the time.
Yeah, because a lot of people lose it in the courtroom. I did see her father saying he almost jumped over, did this, he had to be kicked out, thrown out.
Yeah, so but I feel like I do need to, show up to one of the court dates, for not just to show up for, for my sister, because it's not really about me. This about getting justice for my sister, I ain't worried about the money, the fame, none of it. You feel me? I just want to know my little sister.
Wait a minute.
Right.
Good memorial.
Wait a minute.
No, that's right.
Wait a minute, Vari. Wait a minute. Miss Me done caught you. You not worried about the money, but we got the text. We saw the text message when you tried to get the GoFundMe break.
So he ain't doing no interviews unless he getting paid.
And look, he been on 2. I guess these platforms. I believe this channel we're watching is a new channel, but she's associated with a bigger platform. And the first person that he interviewed with is a big platform. So it ain't like you. Come on, Vari. Come on now. You almost had me. My guy. Until you said that. You almost had me.
But, shout out to the interviewer. She asking some good questions. You see, I just said, is he going to be at the trial? And she asked, and he will be there.
But did y'all hear he said it was too much for him?
So who was getting kicked out of pretrial?
It was the 8-year-old's father. Marquita's daughter's father.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I seen his. We should watch his video live one day too.
Yeah, we need to do that.
Yeah, because he went live and spoke about some things.
Oh, yeah.
When he did that, when that went down, and I listened to it, that further let me know that's probably why Jarvis was back there hiding behind the lawyer, because he knew that those people over to his left was on his ass. And that dude, I don't know him. I only seen his face, but he looked like he probably like a tall, stocky dude. He probably would have handled Jarvis in there. They've been trying to get some goddamn bail money for him if they would have let him go. Because that's his daughter that Jarvis tried too, and she was the one that was telling him no up at the shop.
But you want to know what? That's the energy of someone who didn't know. That's the energy of someone who is angry and knowing this shouldn't have happened.
I don't think the people in the back heard you. Say it again.
Okay. That's what the grandmother should have been doing. Instead of lifting up them glasses, she should have been pointing her finger and say, oh, yeah, he right there.
Right. Come on, no, I ain't looking up and squinting. Who a person that wears glasses every day, such as myself, who goes on the stand without their eyes, y'all? Who? That is crazy to me. When she did that, I just kept shaking my head like, miss, you over here acting right now. I'm gonna see if the Oscars can set you up with a little something, because you over here like really bugging. But hold on, Vari. You told us to cool down when your grandmother is young. Okay. Let's move on.
You know it better than we do.
Right. Oh, right. You know it better than us. We're going to cool down on it.
Real and just, forever, have her name, forever live her name on, because she was an innocent little girl. She was groomed into something that she wasn't,
Yes, it looks as that, because I saw many pictures prior to this molestation when she was younger, and you could just see. I seen pictures of you and her. You could just see the light, just happy, just joyful.
It was happy.
And then after that, it looks like it was more vulgar songs,
See?
More like singing more. I think it was one she said she was going to be a wife and going to have babies and all of this. So I
seen the video.
So now looking back, it looked like, who were you singing to? Who were you talking about?
Relating on, I kind of look back at that too.
And then you look at this grown monster man that came into a family and seen it was a lot of kids there.
It's crazy.
And did that. And I also read where now are your cousins, Shannon children, still in her custody? Because they said CPS came and removed them.
I think the kids are still in their care right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's gonna actually happen or not, but
you just say you don't know.
Situation deep, so I feel like it is gonna happen. I feel like the kids gonna get removed, even though I don't want them to. But if it's best for their safety,
Yes.
I agree. If it's best for the kids' safety, But this situation changed a lot for everybody in the world.
So has it split you guys' family up apart, or
It have.
like are people taking sides? Like this family, this cousin here, there, and there.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like all this family arguing and stuff. Like, cause we was little. I ain't knew Roxy. I ain't never know Roxy. Like,
Okay.
until like I got older and they start telling me about her and stuff like that. And then with this stuff, when Naziyah came out, and then I met her at the little balloon release. She did for Naziyah, which was I appreciate her for that. But her immediate family, which is us, we were still putting together, what we wanted to do for Naziyah.
Right.
This is deep. It's a lot with this. Honestly, I wouldn't even know what to do, but at the same time, like it's my little sister, so I do whatever for my little sister.
Right. How you feel about like Skilla Baby and all these celebrities and all of them bringing awareness to her?
I appreciate them like so much. Like, even though I ain't asked for it, that's off the love, you feel me, they have. You feel me? It touched them. It's touched everybody throughout the whole world. So I appreciate them for, getting that out. And, Rod Wave, that's my guy. I be listening to Rod Wave a lot. So I appreciate him for doing that. And
yes, and Detroit's own Skilla Baby for doing and making it his Instagram Abby.
Yeah, and I don't blame him for what he said, when he helped him, but he said he ain't giving nothing to my grandma, aunties, and them. So I appreciate that. For real, because at the end of the day, my little sister gone. You feel me? Everybody else kids still here. My twin gone. I feel like that ain't fair.
Right. No, it's not fair at all. It's not fair. It's not. It's no justice in it.
I gotta live with it. I gotta sleep with her picture in my room. I gotta have her on me and stuff like that.
And you ain't. And it won't be no peace until her body is found.
Even though I'm still gonna be, going through it, it just I feel better. Like, okay, we found my little sister. I know it's what. This how I'm finna deal with it now. And that's just how it is. That's just how anybody should move after when you lose somebody. It's always how you bounce back. You feel me from it.
Yes. Another question I wanted to ask you: who told you she was missing? Was there a call?
I got a call cause I was gone. Okay. I was with my friends, and when I got the call saying my little sister was missing, I immediately shot over there where they was at. Start looking for her and stuff, passing out flyers and stuff like that.
So when did you get the call? Was it the day, January 9th, or is this the next day?
It was the same day. As soon as when she went missing, they called me.
So is this at night? What time?
No, it wasn't. It was afterwards, because I remember my grandma was telling me we had to wait 24 hours and stuff. I remember she was on the phone with the detectives, and I came in the room, and I was asking her questions like, what's going on and stuff. She was telling us like, okay, Naziyah's missing. We don't know where she was at. I seen she got off the bus. And it was just.
They made sure they had that 24 hours. She got off the bus story. Everybody had to know that story. Because one thing about it, everybody is sticking to that story. I just don't know. And Miss Me, we can't hear you if you're talking. All I gotta say is
I was talking, but y'all, something ain't adding up. That's why I stopped. Something's not adding up. Did you pick up the switch right there? Did you see the switch up? How is it? Okay, you said you ain't stayed there. When nobody didn't even know she had a brother.
Why was he not in the house? Why did he run away?
That's the point. He wasn't living there. So how you went in the room and said, Grandma, what? You said you didn't stay there. Well, maybe I missed something.
But what is the reason for him not being there to protect his sister? Why was he not there? He should never had a choice to be for the streets. He was young too. So what was going on where he was able to go ahead and be outside and not come home? His mother wasn't there. They all was in the custody of his grandmother.
Well, you heard what he said. He ain't run away. He just left. I thought only adults can just leave. Lord, this is crazy.
That's why I think they probably was doing a little bit to him too.
This is crazy.
Mm.
Within right there, he switched up. He was like, "Oh, they called me the same day." So I'm trying to figure out which day he talking about because the 9th is when she was missing, but the authorities wasn't contacted until the 10th. Am I correct? Do I have that right? Am I missing something? Because I don't. And now you saying that you was in the house and you went in the room and was like, "What's going on?" What? You just said you ain't stay there, my guy.
What they call for a family meeting, because I'm telling you, every one of them has said so far, we wait the 24-hour, we wait, and she came straight home. She ain't never come home from the bus. They all know that story. So they must have had a family meeting, him included.
I'm about to call some police people I know, because the 24 hours does not go with a child. Like, what they talking about? Nobody.
It's her big brother. What you mean? You gonna let her just be gone for 24 hours?
Right.
I thought this wasn't her normal. So why wouldn't y'all think or panic if something ain't right?
Like, that's crazy. What? Oh my God! Like that.
Make it make sense.
Yeah,
I could say if she was a runaway and she went missing sometimes, or we thought she would come back the next day.
She never been nowhere by herself like that.
Never.
So that everybody should have had cause for long.
That was guilty. That was the guilty moment right there.
Exactly. And my thing is, why? Boy, I can't wait to this trial, because you're gonna start talking to. They're gonna have witnesses, everybody, like whoever had any contact with them, what they said to them, because there's no way. There's no 24 hours. This is not for children. Who? How, Sway? Like, who's telling y'all to even say this? Anybody with good sense would have just been like, "Oh, they lying," because we all know that 24 hours. You don't wait 24 hours for a child.
And the same day the Naziyah fell out on the floor, nobody called, and told the guardian, we had something going on in the school with her. They just let it go.
That's what I'm trying to find. The not the lunch lady, because the lunch lady said she didn't look normal, and I think a guidance counselor or somebody else. I heard they out here. They talked back then. I'm trying to find their original stuff.
Because these schools always calling for a Band-Aid, a fever, the littlest things, her stomach hurt.
Right, and you ain't called for that? Somebody falling out on the floor? Yeah. With a jacket on all day? Which, I mean, kids nowadays do the jacket thing. It'd be 80 degrees outside, they have on the jacket. I get that. But if you look at all her stuff, even with Detroit, that being Detroit and it's cold, most of her stuff when she was on social media, she didn't have a jacket on unless she was outside. Why I noticed this, and this ain't my niece, this ain't my granddaughter. Y'all ain't. I don't get it.
Donnie said, "Hey, Donnie, for pulling up. Shout out to everybody in the chat." He said he could be numb to his abuse.
I can go with that, because for you to be like, "Oh, well, this is deep," like, we know that. We definitely know that. We know that it's deep, and it's a shame.
And he said, "The world, if the world, YouTube, us, me and Miss Me, and whoever else haven't been talking about it, how far would the family would have went? I don't even think they would have just let it go."
I was just about to say that she would have been missing and nobody would have known. And to be honest with you, the only reason why we know about this case is because of that preliminary trial. The preliminary trial took place a year after she was missing. I didn't hear nothing about this prior to that. And I'd be all in true crime. This never came down my timeline, ever. And that's crazy, especially with me knowing about the Jonathan Quilles. because this is kind of like the same situation. That should have came down my timeline. This did not.
And not for nothing, because a lot of people be hating on the bloggers. Y'all, you got to give credit where it's due, because the news sometimes don't pick up stuff unless it's really, really viral. And, everybody's case is important. You know what I'm saying? And it take pages like us and other people to spread it. It's just crazy how it went viral once YouTube seen what was going on.
Wait a minute, doing the most. He asking for 1,000 for what? Interviews? Wow. Wow.
I can believe it.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Again, I don't have no brothers and sisters, but God forbid something happen to mine, I'll be up on somebody's platform for free. I ain't even gonna hold you, because it's not about that at that time. And I ain't saying that he shouldn't get any money. My thing is, I wouldn't come out the gate and be like, "Oh, so you want me to talk? I need 1,000."
Either way it go, the people is gonna come see what you're talking about.
Right?
Just because you're on the platform.
Right? Exactly.
So once you start talking about some money, it's definitely clout chase.
Right? Like never mind. Like forget it, because I reached out to him about this interview. Because remember, I told you they're not really saying exactly whose platform that this is going to be on. And I had to do some research and some clicking to find this out. He never responded to me where this interview was going to be. I wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why. Now, I don't know if he know that I, do a little YouTube or whatever, but he never responded, and he has responded to me before. But when I
don't think this was supposed to be released. I think it probably, because remember,
he advertised it. That's why I asked. He said February 11th, and I said on whose platform. I asked that day, and then I asked yesterday, because he was talking about it since about Sunday, and I asked yesterday. I'm like, it's supposed to come on. You know what I'm saying? I want to check it. Whose platform is it going to be on? And he left me on red.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to come out. He might have had to promote it or something. I don't know. Something about this just don't seem right, because he's holding back. We do think it's for clout. It's something more to it. And it probably was already recorded probably a couple weeks ago. The investigators is out here telling us not to talk. Could you edit?
And I get that part. I get that part, but then you ain't listening, because you now up on this platform and you've talked
for that money.
Yeah, for that, right? So they probably gonna give him some straightening. when they see this, they're gonna give him some straightening. So check out what the chairman Blue Nitty said. Amber Alert started in '96, but she's correct. That 24-hour thing don't pass the smell test. It doesn't. I'm telling y'all, that does not apply for children. Like, whew, this is sad when they're not even bright enough to lie right. That's the sickening thing. You need to do your research. Before y'all said that, like, let me see, she is a child. Could we say that? 24 hours don't fly. A baby can be missing for 20 minutes and they coming. Cut it out. Harvey don't know nothing. He wasn't there. And this is why I wish he just talked about, like, once she started asking those type of questions, just had been honest. Like, look, I told you I ran, you know what I'm saying? I left, lady. I wasn't there.
Do you think that she told him the questions she was going to ask before?
I think so.
And
why?
Time to prep his answers.
Right. But you know why I think so? These are good questions, but it's a lot more that she can ask that probably would have turned him up on it, sitting in that chair. Honestly. Yeah. Where he would have snapped on her, because she should have put that heat on him. And I understand she probably was trying to make him comfortable, but once he started talking about the basketball and doing this, that, and the other, the stuff you talk about to get it, I bet. That's what you say after that. Like, all right, so da 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 da. We need to see you in the raw, Vari. You was poised here. I give you that. You showed some coof. I am gonna give him that. But this is such a touching subject that we needed to see you in the raw. And she should have asked him, especially when she asked him, so let's talk about Jarvis. I feel like it's more questions that she should have asked around Jarvis. Because his first interview, he said he stepped to Jarvis. But now you saying that, oh, well, you humming and hawing. If you just said you stepped to a grown man about your sister sitting in the front seat of his truck, you should have brought that same energy to this interview. Unless, like we just said, if law enforcement knows about this, they possibly told him to cool down. Don't say what you said last time. I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I mean, I don't even really think. Well, depending on how many interviews he do, if he go, all over the world and $1,000 every time he sit down, yeah, that is a quick come up for him.
He's not gonna do any more interviews.
You think so?
They done got on his ass about this interview. I promise you they did, because even Marquita, Shannon, Roxy, they all like cutting ties with a lot of people who speaking about it, because I'm telling you, the investigators have told the family this is not what you want to do.
Well, like I said before, when we first started talking about Vari, what we said, y'all go ahead and donate so we can get Vari over here. I'm not gonna be her. I mean, she asked some good questions, but I ain't gonna be her. He probably walk off my platform. I'm not gonna be rude. Look, I ain't gonna be rude or disrespectful, but I'm gonna ask the hitters. I'm going to ask the heavy hitters. Now, if he says, he can't answer such and such because of the case, of course I'm gonna respect that. But I feel like the two people that had him on the platform was nice. And I don't mean like treat him mean or anything, but if it's an uproar, if this is a travesty, if this is a shame, there needs to be some heavy questions. And I don't want to hear jack about you telling me to cool down on the grandmother because she is old. Okay? She adopted you and your sister. She is the legal guardian. She is your grandmother, and now your parent. Your parent. There's no cool down on that. There's really not, because it's a lot of things that should not have happened in this. And we all are sitting around with this shoulda, coulda, woulda, and Naziyah is not here. Whether she was pregnant or not. This baby had a whole birthday in September. Not even here. She is now 14. This is sad. This is very sad. And everybody in the courtroom talking about who they don't see. Shannon around here sounding crazy. Talking about society gave him another chance. So can I. You got all these women up here, the fiance, the child, especially the lady with the glasses. Her son had the glasses. Like, you should have been one of the people calling. This possibly unalive child has been in your car. Then you get the car back and the bumper messed up. That's my thing. Now, see, we need to know the bumper is messed up. Did she inform the insurance company? This is how we gonna know if people really, about that nonsense. Did she inform the insurance company? Because if she did, that means a police report is out. And if it's a police report out, what did she say happened to her car with a driver that I'm sure is not an insured driver under her policy messed up her car? I would like to know that. I would definitely like to know that. Yeah, all of them are mentally messed up. We're going to move on because I think it's just a little bit left. Yes, just a little bit.
Just that. That's when we started going out looking for her and stuff like that. Then when the next day came, that's when the situation, that's when everybody, the attention, it started getting bigger because, she haven't came up nowhere. Like, she ain't come back home, nothing. And it been hours, it been whole 24 hours go by and she still haven't came home. So, you know, we just took our time and went out there, you know, went to go look for her, you know, try to trace everything, her phone, all that.
So let's back the story up. She go missing January 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get a call at night or you get the call the next day? If you can recall.
The same night. The same night. Because it was.
So who called you that night?
My grandma.
Okay.
She told me Naziyah was, you know, missing and stuff. And I'm like, how?
Did she say missing or she ain't come home yet?
Come home yet, but.
So in y'all mind, y'all thinking she probably with a friend, or y'all just brushing it off like, oh, she gonna pop up in a few hours.
I thought she went to like after school, you know, like, cause you know she was in after school programs and stuff. I thought she stayed for after school programs. So then we went to go look. We went up to the school. She wasn't at the school. You know, we went to their bus stop. Last thing they said they dropped her off at the bus stop. And my grandma contacted her.
I was just writing a comment because that was fishy. First of all, stop leading him because he said the grandma called and said she is missing. Not she didn't come home. How the hell they knew she was missing if she just didn't come home?
But you didn't hear the rest. He said they went up to the school. So are we being told that you was at the house when the grandmother went up to the school to drop off the other kids that next morning? And since I'm here, let me report to the school that Naziyah didn't come home yesterday. Is that what you saying, Maury?
Or since I'm here, let me go ask the school. Did Naziyah stay the night here? Like, what the fuck? What?
Correct. Did you find her in the classroom still sitting at her desk?
Did she fall asleep at her desk?
Correct. Is she still in gym? Like, where is she? Something is wrong with them. Oh my God, something is definitely wrong.
Ain't nothing wrong with them. They're hiding something that was done in the dark. It's coming to the light. Period. There's nothing wrong with them. They knew exactly what they was doing.
Like, and my thing is, oh my God. He said he ran away. This is why I said my line of questioning. And yeah, you want to make the person you interviewing feel comfortable. But the minute he said to me that him and his grandmother went up to the school, how y'all went up to the school? I thought you didn't stay there no more. So when she called you instead of the police, and then you came to the house, and then everybody, including the 3 kids or 4 kids that was at the door getting yelled at about a goddamn coat, all of y'all went to the school. And then since we up here, we might as well tell them that Naziyah is missing. And could they go in the classroom and see if she's still there? And then you went back to your own house with your girl and your baby? Vari, come on. Yeah, they failed you too, because you can't even do the interview right. You not even thinking of keeping the lies straight at this time. Like I don't know if anybody else listening to it and catching it, but I'm listening with a investigative ear. That doesn't sound correct. You don't stay there, but all of a sudden they call you instead of the police, and you in a world of I don't knows, but they called you. What you feel about that, Kimbella? I don't know. I can't get it. I definitely can't get it. Let's move on, because this is crazy.
Went back to the school, got the accent, who was the last bus driver and this and that, you know, and then in the area, we was going to everybody's house who had cameras and, you know, seeing if they had any footage on anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that where that one footage came about, where she was walking down?
The lady had a Ring camera, caught her, you know, walking.
Okay, so I read, you know, some of her friends' Instagram pages, because it was said that Shannon and them said her friends probably said she just out effing.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, and that's like, honestly, I don't even know why she even said that, but she said she was going off of what her friends say. I'm not finna go off with nobody friends say.
Right.
'Cause it's always he
She's
say,
still
she say.
missing. She's still not here. It's not okay to be out 13 effing, you know.
You shouldn't even be doing nothing at that age anyway.
Yeah, so why would that be cool to just say, oh, she just effing? She'd be
Why would you
home.
even say that about your own niece, you know?
Yeah, so that gives me indication that she knew she was at least sexually active. Now, however, I go to some of the friends' pages. I see one of her best friends. I think she had about 3. She got it on her page. The bio say age ain't nothing but a number.
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
So did you see?
No, I don't really talk to
Did
her
you?
friends. I don't really, you know.
Her female friends. So
Yeah.
most of them,
Only
they
female
probably.
friend that I knew she had was Maya.
Mm-hmm.
She was close to Maya, but Maya was hurt. Like Maya couldn't even talk. You know, her best friend was, you know, she couldn't even talk. She didn't know what was going on.
So have it been any indication, like any of her friends said she did tell us about Jarvis before? She did mention this.
I don't know, but they did say she mentioned that she was leaving and that she was pregnant.
Okay.
Once we got all the information back from her friends and stuff, when the detectives talked to her friends and all, and they were saying that the day she was in school, the same day that she left, and she got off the bus, she was telling her, like, I'm leaving, y'all. You know, I ain't gonna see y'all. And then, you know.
So was that indication she was thinking that they was gonna run away together, maybe? You thought?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the police, they had cracked down on a lot of skip houses. There was a lot of skip houses around in the area that I stayed in. That kids was going to, you know, leaving school early, going into the house, you know, I don't know, doing whatever.
Okay.
They cracked down on a lot of skip houses. Naziyah was not found in none of them.
Okay, and then later it was found she was way in Ypsilanti. She's here.
So in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, she moving this fast. It must be a moving. She must be in a vehicle or it must be mobile, moving body, something. You know, there's no way you at these spots that quick. I mean, my sister fast. She can run fast, but just like thinking of like, you know how. I'm looking at the mileage and distance and stuff, you know, how far, you know, she has gone, and it's just crazy. Like, then when they look back, I look back at the court, when they saying all the spots he been stopping, River Rouge, and, you know, it's crazy. Far out Ypsilanti, you know.
Hotel rooms he checked in.
Yep.
But being that she wasn't reported missing to the very next day, do you think that because your grandmother didn't go down to the police station and say, look, she missed and she didn't come home, y'all, it's past 4 or 5 hours, she really didn't press the issue, they probably could have issued an Amber Alert, maybe, that gave him time to do more to her body, like dispose of it, or... So you do agree with that theory,
I do agree.
He had more time because they waited that whole 24.
Yeah, had to. Yeah, like they wasn't. I feel like they wasn't on it like they was, like they should have been.
Only because the auntie saying what the friends saying.
As soon as when she went missing, and they found out, like, you feel me, like they was putting all the pieces together. Like some stuff was making sense, but at the same time it wasn't. Like her school ID was found over there by Henry Ford.
In my hood, now I'm so motherfucking mad about that. That's why I'm from 7 Mile Evergreen. I'm like, I know he didn't come this way and drop a clue bomb over here.
It's crazy. And, it was a old lady found it, you know. She was across the street and she didn't even want to touch it because, you know, she didn't want to be a part of it. And I understand that. But she said it was just something about the ID that once she seen it on the news, she was like, okay, now let me go get this ID.
Yeah.
You know, she picked it up to the best of her ability. So shout out to her. I do appreciate her. And she, you know, see this. So.
What's another crazy theory was the one shoe in the outfit that was found with the hoodie at River Rouge.
That's deep. They found both her shoes.
Oh, they ended up finding both of them?
I think they found both her shoes and a piece of clothing, and the DNA did match, and the hoodie matched too. So.
What I thought was strange.
Did you see the holes in it?
Yes.
And the blood?
Yes. What I thought was strange was that the outfit looked pink, and then the shoes was like red and black. It looks as though like she changed because I don't see. It didn't look like that was the last outfit in the last picture to me. So that gave me indication. Did she go home when she got off the bus and changed and met him somewhere else?
I'm thinking if she probably has some clothes in her bag or something.
Yeah, because it's like these clothes.
The kid said Naziyah, she was in the bathroom and she had some clothes in her bag. So I think she has some clothes in her bag.
Like she packed some clothes in the bag. Yeah, because that make more sense because pink and red don't go. And I'm thinking the way she looked kind of stylish, or a young girl that's trying to get the attention of an older man, they come their best foot forward.
Then she had, then they caught a picture of her on the bus with her coat on and her book bag. And she, that be playing back in my mind every time. Like, dang, she got a book bag. My little sister was on the bus by herself. She got a book bag. You know what I'm saying? Never not knowing what's inside the book bag.
Yeah.
It could be another phone that he gave her or something or anything.
A lot of people were saying that there's another phone. There's another phone.
Yeah, that's what I feel like too. But sooner or later, I feel like he should tell us, everybody, where she's at.
The truth. So
this case can, we can get justice for my little sister because everybody's hurting him. I don't think nobody want to live with this, Just,
It just seemed like the whole city is in an uproar. I want to bring up your grandmother is getting harassed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to,
They're throwing things at her. They yelling out things. They got it. I mean,
that comes with the internet, but like I said, I'm gonna clear that up. Like, y'all could just ease up on her, just ease up on her. Like, I feel like the attention should be more on Shannon. That's what y'all should be looking at right now. Like, my grandma, like I said, she was sticking her O and she was blind, even though she should have been on it and should have did her job. She old, and y'all can't take that away from her. So I'm gonna just clear that up.
And everybody
focus on Shannon, not my grandma.
Okay. Because everybody know when you live with an older grandmother, you can get away. A grandparent, you can get away with a lot more than with your own parents.
I know a couple. Everybody, it's a couple of grandmas. I know it's a lot of grandmas out here that's strict. I know probably even a couple of y'all parents was probably strict.
Of course, yes.
And that's just honestly, like, everybody not, perfect.
So they out here harassing. I mean, they taking pictures, catching her at the grocery store with the kids
and stuff, all types of stuff.
But I just think, I'm not saying they not going to do the same thing to Shannon because the public is in an uproar.
Yeah. Everybody mad. I'm mad myself.
I mean, I've never seen a case this big, and the people is mad. Like, people are angry at the grandmother. People are angry. They're angry only at the grandmother. They going around saying she locked the refrigerator, the food up.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Put the lock to it. She had her own little personal fridge. We had our own fridge, and she made sure we was good on food.
Yes, because nobody was malnutritioned in the home. They said, when I read a few things, they said that nobody was like underweight. The kids wasn't abused, no marks. Because CPS definitely did their job with that. They gonna check out the kids.
Yeah, they gonna have a personal conversation with the kids. Because I went through that. Like, before, when we got adopted by my grandma, we used to have our own social workers. They used to come out, question me and my little sister, ask us questions and stuff. We used to just keep it honestly with them. But like you said earlier, a lot of families sweep stuff up under the rug and you'll never know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're at your grandmother because of that. They at Shannon because they feel like, Shannon, you knew.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you dealt with him before you even dated him. You already knew his background. Regardless of what he got locked up for. You feel me? Probably gonna be a child predator no matter what.
In every range of their life.
Stay with him, man. And ain't you, even when you're a person, don't you gotta wherever you live, you gotta knock on the door and you gotta tell your neighbors or whatever molest.
Well, it's been said that every Halloween, I think they have to turn themselves in. Child predators, they can't be out. They have to turn themselves into the police station till Halloween is over. It is public information that you do have to report that you are a child molester. You can't be around certain like
you can't be around kids.
Playgrounds, all of that you can't be in that facility. But like you said, he was working with a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And then here we have King on the stand who wouldn't even point him out. Yeah. When they asked, was he in the courtroom? What do you think about that?
Can you refer the question to me one more time?
Yes. That King was who was on the stand, which is Jarvis' partner that they stated in court. They asked him, do you see Jarvis in the courtroom? Can you point him out, point out a piece of clothing? He said no.
I feel like you're a part of it. That's because remember when they said that he had somebody else with him?
Yes. He was driving.
It was think about it, it might be him. That was probably with Jarvis, and it's hard to say, but he don't want to say it. He's not trying to give it up. He's trying to give himself up.
Yeah, he stated that Naziyah was with him that day in the car and that, but he wouldn't point him out in the courtroom. And I feel like he's guilty too. I feel like both of them did something in cahoots with each other.
For sure. I feel like if the police watching this or anything, any detectives, anybody watching this, I feel like y'all should look into him.
Well, he locked up right now on a violation. Yeah. That's why he was in the jail suit, because they got him you can't come into the police contact on probation. Mm-hmm. And he's actually was locked up for beating his pregnant girlfriend up. Mm. That's why he was on probation.
But do you think he did that on purpose? Just to be in there with Jarvis? I just feel like he knows more than what he's going off. He's covering for a friend. Mm-hmm. Even when they called, he was happy to hear from him. Like, what's up, man? Like, it's certain things I wouldn't accept. Mm-hmm. Nobody can call me that's on trial or about to go to trial for the disappearance of a little girl I saw him with. Yeah, that's crazy.
I couldn't answer. I couldn't put $1 on the books. He was saying, you straight want me to put something on the books? It's like, wait a minute. I know we can't pick our family, but we damn for sure can pick our friends and associates.
I agree. I totally agree with you.
So, with that being said, I want to thank you for coming, sharing your story, and telling your truth. And what else you got coming up if you like to discuss right now with us?
I do have music dropping and all. I'm finna start my YouTube. Well, I do have a YouTube page, Life with Bard. You can put all caps. Okay. And I'm finna, just this is a lot for me. So I feel like doing YouTube, starting YouTube, I feel like it helped me, like therapy for me,
Yeah. So is the music therapy for you? Yeah, I didn't know you did music. That's good.
I love music. And anybody that want to work with me, I'm willing to work with you guys. Just please, when you come and you talk to me, just talk to me with love, support, and just keep it respectful. That's all I'm asking. Appreciate y'all for your time.
Okay, we thank you so much. Thank you for coming. We looking to hear more from you. We sorry about the circumstances we had to meet you upon. And justice for Naziyah.
Yeah, everybody, y'all scream justice for Naziyah for me, It's my little sister. And, everybody that's out here, I know y'all probably looking at like, yeah, this is my niece now, It's everybody niece and that, thank y'all for having y'all.
Hey y'all still up? I'm still up. He need to tell us the stuff we don't know. Okay? He did good. He did good because you could tell he just a fragile little boy. Even if it's for a couple hours, he did speak out for his sister, no matter which way we want to look at it.
Well, he killed me when he said, well, anybody that want to work with me, he would try, look, I need to get this mixtape out. Like that. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I don't think he probably will do another. I think this is it. Well, we'll see.
We shall see. Somebody come with a bigger bag. You never know.
Right,
I hope
right.
it don't turn out to be like that. We got less than a month for the trial, so he can do interviews after the fact.
Right.
And all of that. So I don't know if the trial is going to be public like the pre-trial. I heard that was up in the air. So if it don't be to the public and in the media on
We got to be on
YouTube
court
streaming.
TV, and Law and Crime for them to give us a little tidbits.
Unless he or Roxy or maybe even the 7 Mile dude, maybe a go and be reporting on it. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
I'm pretty sure Mark D, being that he's there, he may go. I don't like I said, I don't know why they no longer speak. So I haven't heard him really talk about the case when outside of him telling his platform that there's no reason to look for a body anymore. When he kept saying that, I just was like, oh, okay, he's saying something without saying something. So
He probably got they probably subpoenaed some of his videos and some of his messages. You never know.
well, like back then when all that happened, I don't know how true it was, because he never spoke about it, but they were saying that the police were supposed to be speaking to him about all that he knew. Like he knew some things that they didn't know, or the public. They didn't know, excuse me, or the public. So I don't. Well, of course, I mean, he was invested in it. I ain't even talk about money. Like he helped put it out there too. I believe he was one of the first bloggers that put it out there, because that's in his city. So by right, yeah, if he has a big platform, he did right by speaking about the case. So I don't think they should help like hold him accountable. If that's the case, y'all should have been asking him questions. Y'all waited till it got out of hand. If this is true, to want to converse with him about certain things, but they could have did that. I don't know. That cop is the one. The cop that cop probably need therapy. That black guy, he probably need therapy, because he looked like he was gonna cry on the stand. It's just a lot of them have been especially that lady that was reading those text messages. She probably need therapy too after that, because she looked like she couldn't even take reading it anymore. And the judge was like, "You need a break. You need a break." She was like, "No, I just want to get through it." It's sad. It's very sad. But y'all definitely come back when we do this again. Please don't forget to go to Kimbella Roxy's channel.
Oh no, I wanna show them something.
Oh, okay.
Cause we about to go. I'm over here falling asleep, y'all. All right.
It didn't pop up yet.
All right, y'all. I need everybody who is in this chat and whoever is going to run the replay. What I need y'all to do is go on YouTube search bar, type in Kimbella, right? _ Roxy. And you're going to see my page right here. Boom. You're going to click this subscribe button. You're going to go to the channel and check it out. Show your girl some love. This is my page. I do appreciate all my Kimbays and my Kimboos who pulled up to kick it with us tonight. Make sure y'all share the live. We are going to be covering Naziyah every chance that we get. That is all I have. Y'all already know where to find me on Instagram, Kimbella _ Roxy. Make sure y'all come check me out. Miss me. I'm about to get off of here. I'm super tired. Shout out to you. Make sure y'all follow or subscribe to the channel. Bye, y'all.
All right, thank you. Let me show y'all my page real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get on up out of here. I'm gonna skedaddle. But this is my page. You type it in just how you see it. Miss me with space that BS. So that's me. I already have a Naziyah Harris playlist with all that. But I'll be over here working. I'll be trying to work. But thank you. Oh, and don't forget to put your post notification bell on for both of us. But thank you for coming out. Thank you for engaging in conversation as well. Thank you, Mickey. Greatly appreciate it. Oh, also too, go over to LenaLoveLeather.com. I do make soap as well, soap, hair products, deodorant, all that, body butter. It's LenaLoveLeather.com. Hold on for a quick minute. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm going to show y'all. Here we go. That's me right there. Well, that's my mom. Lena is my mother. And like I said, I got shirts, deodorant, shampoo, all of that stuff, all of that good stuff. And I'm having a sale for Valentine's Day, 50% off everything. Just please use the code BELOVED. That is BELOVED. 50% off until the 17th of this month. So go ahead and get over there and get y'all some good stuff, some smell good. But thank you very much. Y'all have a good evening. Peace.